I'm a milliner, I'm an artist, I'm a writer, I'm a reader, I'm a dancer. I flow in the wind through different dimensions. I'm just an experience in a vessel. There is no one definition towards ego because it's an image that you have of yourself. So you have an image of yourself. And as a child, you grow up and you're woven into these doctrines and teachings and lessons, and all those create an ego. When you get older, you realize consciousness, and then you are able to observe your ego by your reactions, your habits. So you tend to observe this ego from the seat of your mind. So there is no definition to it. It's a character that you create. We all have one, you know. Some use it for materialistic things, some get caught up in it and have attitudes towards others. You have to understand that what you see in others is in yourself. We are all reflections of each other. Therefore, we all have an ego, but if we could understand and study ourselves mentally, physically, then we observe how we act towards others and, you know, treat people. So the ego is a very interesting character. Being selfish, not having consideration towards others, not being compassionate towards others. If you're only caught up in your ways, because that's what the ego wants, to just be consumed in you and very clingy, and this is me, this is mine, this is, you know, instead of ours. So you could get blindfolded by the ego in love by just tricking you that it's only your way or it's not good, you know. And you tend to make the other person make decisions based on what you want, you know, instead of looking towards what their wants and their needs and understandings. Definitely. You have to love whatever you do in order to be successful at it. And even the word success is like, you know, it's tricky, because what is successful? Having money, having cars, having materialistic things. One could be successful just merely by being happy with a candle and a roof over their head, you see? So, yeah, my thoughts on that. But anything is, as long as you're doing what you love and it makes you feel good and you help others in it, then that's successful to me, I think, if the word successful. The smallest little things. A smile, a gesture, a kind gesture, a thank you, a simple acknowledgement, you know, it's a touch, a feel, food. Vibes, energy, you know. One doesn't need to say anything in order to feel the other person, you know. You could just feel. It was awesome. My mother's very kind. She's very down to earth, very compassionate towards others. She's always thinking about others, you know. So that always taught me to be, you know, consider the feelings of others as well. as myself. And great relationship. Me and my mother are super cool. We talk about anything, anytime. You know, so that always taught me how to be comfortable around women and have that confidence around them. She always taught me, treat them with respect. Treat women with respect. That's what I've done. You know, that's how I go about that. Probably about 4 times. 4 times.
And have you forgiven yourself and the other person
Definitely.
for hurting each other?
Definitely, yeah. Because that's the past, you know, and you can't hold on to those things. It made you who you are. You're learning, you know, you're learning as you go. So those things are all lessons, you know. What will be, you know. So it's definitely a beautiful thing when you sit back and think about it. You know, at the moment you're like, it hurts and damn and this and that, but as you get older you look back and you're like, wow, that happened for this to happen. You know. My father, a lot of my friends, Nas, Pac, people of that nature, you know, philosophers, things like that, scientists. And the reason being is because they made me understand things about myself that, you know, I always wondered about. My father always taught me to ask questions. You know, if you don't understand it, ask.
Right.
Simply, don't, you know, we don't know nothing. Even a genius asks questions, Pac said. Sit in silence. Those are some of the things I do in order to get in tune with those things. And if I find blockages or setbacks or worries or anything like that, you know, because that doesn't help. None of those things add on to growth. So take a moment, sit down, reevaluate, reflect, and go from there. But silence for me is very important. I love my solitude. I enjoy it. I love being alone, listening to music and painting and meditating or whatever the case may be. The gym, the bike ride, walks in the parks, anything that could help you listen to yourself, your heart, you know, not that chatter constantly bickering in your mind, but that deeper voice, that's that source, you know. So